guys, welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, I've got a few videos I want to show you this week. At the moment we're in the back of the plot on the allotments, where it's pretty quiet, and I thought we'd do the video down here today. This is the middle greenhouse, by the way, which we're going to come to in a bit. But first things first, we did say in the last video I was going to clean the front greenhouse out and get it all spick and span and ready for next year. So we went in there earlier in the week, and I put a few clips together to show you what we've been doing in there. Now we said we was going to remove all the tomatoes out there and the cucumbers and everything, so and then give it a good cleaning. So anyhow, this is the video of what we've been doing over the last week in that greenhouse. Yeah, I'm using these pretty handy little bit of tool. Oops. Still pulling a few tomatoes off here. Eating them as we go along. Yeah, the blight is basically taken over in this particular greenhouse now. Well, you know, it's that time of year. All the tomatoes are all done and dusted, so we just this is the hard part. This is the part I hate doing, taking the tomatoes out of the greenhouse. I don't think there's a worse job you can have, actually. But it's got to be done. A few more tomatoes there as we pull them up. Trouble is, got a lot of marigolds in here as well. And I've also got a grapevine. Be careful how I go around doing all this. There's a nice tomato. It's just taking it off because, well, So it won't be on there very long. It won't be there, I should say. Strawberry here, guys. But we're not going to kill it. Pop this. Take the leaf off it. Strawberry. Stick that up there, out of the way. But all these marigolds out they come. All the roots, taking all everything out. A complete fire sale we're having in this greenhouse at the moment. Spin the camera down here so you can see what I'm doing. We're taking all the marigolds out, and they're beautiful as well. But we only have the marigolds in here to stop certain insects actually ate them that much they won't come into the greenhouse. That's why we grow marigolds with the tomatoes. I will say these strips here have been invaluable to hold everything up. Really paid the money they paid for themselves this year. Do with some smaller scissors as well. We'll have to be in there. Well, as you can see, it's all clear now. We just got to clear the sides. We'll get some Jay's fluid to do that shortly. Guys, as you can see, greenhouse needs cleaning. All that gunk on the windows needs to get all wiped off. I've not seen him for a while, the shipwreck cat. And well, we've got some special detergent in there. Show you what it is. Jay's fluid. So we put a bit in there, and we're gonna wipe everything down. Got to be careful. I don't want to get anything on the grapevine, affect the grapevine if I can. So I've got to be careful. Grapevine, like I said, we need to tie that up. We've got to tie it up here. We've got to do that somehow. We'll do it later on, but for the moment we're going to concentrate and try and get all this lot clean. So I'll set the camera up and show you me doing a tiny bit. I won't be able to show you too much because, like I said, it's very tight inside the greenhouse, but we'll give it a go. Okay, we're going to try and clean this side. So this is where the fun starts. What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this on. We're not going to wash it off. We're going to soaking. Any bacteria that's on here, hopefully it should kill it all. This is the greenhouse, which we've just been cleaning all the panels. This is what it looks like in here now. There's my flask, that's where I've been sat for the last half hour, trying to bore you all to death. But yeah, all the panels have all been cleaned. We need to tie this up. We'll see if we can do something about this in a bit. I don't know. Insurance is going to cost me. But as you can see, we cleared all the greenhouse there. And it looks as it should, ready to go for next year. Well, as you saw there, we took all the tomatoes out, we cleaned all the glasses, but we've left the cucumbers in there because we were just about to pull the cucumber out when on inspection we noticed a load of small cucumbers all over the bush. So here's a clip of the cucumbers what we spotted. Guys, what we're looking at here, this cucumber. I was just about to pull it up when I noticed cucumbers there, cucumbers there, cucumbers there, bigger cucumbers there, cucumbers there. This cucumber, well, that's doing all right. It's the same plant, so we got smaller cucumbers. You look over here, you got cucumbers here, over here, all along here, and there's a few down there. If you look down there, so it's got about 10 cucumbers on this. So I thought, what the hell, I'm not going to bloody pull it out. We're going actually, there's even more at the back, more cucumbers. So we're going to leave this for the time being, and hopefully we'll get a few cucumbers off it. So yeah, that's the cucumber plant. It looks a bit of a mess at the moment, but I can live with that. So yeah, we're not going to pull it up. In fact, there's one about yay big in there, about 10 to 11 inches long. So you know, that's off on the same plant. Now we've already had 4 off that plant. So that'd be the 5th one. However, we did have the F1 Telegraph hybrid in this greenhouse as well. It's the same cucumber, and we took over 13 cucumbers off that one. So there's every chance we might get a few more cucumbers. So we've left that in there, but we've removed all the tomatoes and we cleaned all the glass. Now we've also got a grapevine in there. It's a Chardonnay. It's a South African grape, black grape, and I forget the name of it. I'll put the name up here. But yeah, that particular grape is the same as the one that we've got in here. Now it's bent in two at the moment. I've got it tied up. Have a look at this. I'll show you what I mean. Right. So here's the grapevine. The trouble is it's bent double at the moment. If I pick it up here, you can see it. What we're going to do, we're going to train it up here like this. And it's going to go along the roof and down. So, and then there's another piece there, what you can see there. So let's just put this down gently because we don't want to snap it. This piece, actually it's that piece there. We're going to bring it up this way and we're going to train it along there. So that's what we're going to do with that grape. So that's the grapevine. So you can see bent over double there. So what we need to do is to tie it into the top of the greenhouse, so we can run that along the centre of the greenhouse. That's the idea. So we've got to get a few bits of a few bars and what have you, and some bolts, and we're gonna be taking care of that real soon. Which brings me on to this greenhouse. Now, in the next episode, we're going to be taking all the chilies out of here, and we've already been taking chili after chili out of here, but we've got loads of chilies to come out. So we're going to be taking all the chilies out, and we're going to be basically doing what we did with the front greenhouse, clean it all up and get it ready for the winter. But what we did, we went in here the other day, and we've removed all the grapes off the grapevine. Now the grapevine, it runs along the top of the roof and down one of the sides, so we took all the grapes. We ended up with about 12 pound of grapes. So I'm going to show you a series of clips now. It's fairly long because it's a video in itself, but I thought I might as well throw it in with this one. But I'm going to show you what we've actually started to do with these grapes. So further ado, let me show you the clip and we'll be right back. Today we're going to be taking the grapes and see what we end up with. I say it doesn't matter how I chuck them in the bucket because we're going to be smashing them up later on. I'm just taking the ones, I'm going to take all of them, but I don't know what we're going to end up with, guys. Yep. We do all the, we'll take all the stems off when we get home. Some decent bunches of grapes here. These grapes are really, really soft. Bloody pumpkin climate wrapped round them here. I think we might do better than we did last year, actually. The grapes. Whoops. But we've got to do all the chilies in here, yeah? I mean, look at all these chilies, all these Trinidad Scorpions and all these Big Jim. I don't know if you can see down here. These Big Jim and there's all sorts of stuff in here. But we're going to have to do that at a later date. At the moment we're concentrating on this bucket here. I don't know what we got in here. I reckon we got about 5-6 kilos. So it's another about a kilo more than we had last time. And we've got all the grapes. So like I said, I'm going to take this pumpkin out of here as well. We've got 3 small pumpkins in here. Not as if they're going to do any good. I don't know what the best way to actually store these. I think just keep them in here until we need them. But all the fruits are all ripening, so it's just a matter of just letting them finish off ripening. We've got a hell of a lot, like I say, all along here. We've got all these chilies, so it's absolutely tons of them. But at the moment we're working to a timetable, and the next thing up is these grapes. So be right back, guys. Okay, we've got approximately £11.5 or 11 3/4 pound of black grapes here. So we're going to crunch all these up in a minute. We're going to put them in this sterile bucket, and then we're going to add 2 Condon tablets, and we're going to just top it with some tepid water and kill all the bacteria. Then we're going to come back tomorrow. We're going to add another 4 gallon of water, so it takes it up to there. And we're going to add yeast to that, give it a good stir, and then leave it for 4 months. But before we do that, it's getting in there and crushing all them grapes up, and basically adding the 2 Condon tablets with the water. So I've got to go and boil some water now and let it cool down. So I'll be right back. The quickest way to do this is to use potato a smasher. Obviously you've got to sterilise it. So we've broken it down. So all I've got to do now, sorry about the shaky camera, is add the Condon tablets and leave it for 24 hours to kill all the bacteria, and then we'll add the sugar and the yeast and let things take shape. But there's almost £12 of grapes in there, so there's a little bit more than they were last year, so obviously it should be a lot sweeter. Okay, so this is the Condon tablets, and what we're going to do now, give this a quick stir, get it all in there. What we're doing, what we're trying to do is kill all the bacteria. So we're going to leave this for 24 hours in here like this, and then we'll add the sugar and another, 4 gallons of sugared water. Okay, and so that's going to stay like that now for 24 hours with the lid on it. I've got a air trap on it. There's 5 litres of liquor there, so we'll top it up to here with water, or just over to here with water, sugared water tomorrow, and add the yeast, and hopefully the fermentation will start, and it won't be long before we were getting some more booze. Okay, we're cooling this pan of sugared water down now in the sink, and as you can see how it's all gone clear. So what we're going to be doing now, obviously we've got to put the yeast in this in a bit, but that's way too warm yet. We've just been sterilising this hydrometer. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to put some liquor in there, and we're going to test the gravity, and once this cools down we're going to chuck this in. I reckon we're going to need, for 5 gallon of wine, we're going to need £4 of sugar, or just over £4 of sugar. We've done this before. Inside there is a gallon of liquor, but that will only make 3.5 to 4 gallon. What we need to do to take it the rest of the way is to add this red grape juice concentrate to it, which is it's about, I think it takes it 4.5 litres. It just takes, it's enough to do the extra gallon. And what we're going to do first, we're going to test the gravity in here and make sure everything's right. Get the hydrometer going now, and okay, we'll inside there, believe it or not, is there the yeast. We just put it in. It's about 75 degrees Fahrenheit, so that's bubbling away nicely. We've got the concentrate in here inside this bucket. We just done a reading with the hydrometer, and it's about 1080. So it's what we need to do now is pile the sugar in. The way we normally do this is the hillbilly way. We're going to fill the bucket up to about 4 gallon. Dissolve the sugar and everything. We just throw it all in one go. And believe it or not, we did this last year and it worked perfectly, so this is what we're doing again. Oh, I think the yeast is sort of cooked there, don't you? I don't know if you can see that, the yeast. There it is. Give it a good swirl round, and we're going to tip this in now. So everything's almost done. Take the top off this. Yep. Now then. So there we go. I'll give it a stir. Give it a good stir in. In a couple of days, what will happen? All the grapes what are on the bottom now, you can't see any grapes on top, but all the grapes will come up to the top. And that's when we know the process is working. What I'm going to do now is put a spoonful of this yeast nutrient in. I don't know if you can see that there. Put a spoonful in. Helps the yeast. And yeah, it's all about help. And so we're gonna that should get that rocking as well. So we've got the nutrient in now. Give it another stir. Right, so that's that. I'm just going to quickly use a it's brand new kitchen cloth. I'm just going to write round the top so we get any sort of sugar what's on the top there. We stop it from spreading bacteria. Next thing we're going to do, we're just going to quickly sterilise the top. Again. Put the top on. What we need to do now put this sterilising fluid in the top. It just stops any bacteria getting in. So, guys, there you go, guys.
This is the grapes. Just going to give it a quick stir. Keep the fermentation going. See all the bubbles coming up there? I can tell you, it definitely smells like wine anyhow. Yep. So there we go. Give it a stir and we'll put the lid back on in a second, and we'll sterilise everything. Like I say, this is about another week, a week or so away from doing the first racking. All this stuff here, what you see here, we'll be taking this out and leaving it to do its stuff. Right, so there we go. Guys, job's a good one. This is the wine that we've got underway. It's just a quick update. It's been in here for about 7 days. We've got another week to go. We're in this until the first fermentation's over with. What we'll do, we'll remove all the alcohol out of here into this carboy here, which is a 6 gallon carboy. We've only got 5 gallon of red wine here. The trap there, I don't know if you can see, just see the quick bubble there coming up. It's going pretty slow at the moment. It's a bit cooler in here, but that's no problem. As you can see, it's been the yeast has been doing its stuff the last 6 days. What we're going to do before we put it into this carboy is add in one of these condensate tablets. I said it then, didn't I? Into here, sterilise it all, and we'll get a pint into this, drain all the goodies into here, and leave it all in here for about a month and a half. And I think it's called racking, so it'll be the first racking where we're taking all the sediment and all the grapes what are floating in the top here. We're going to take them all and we're going to take them out, so it's just going to be the wine in here, so we get to see get a better look at it eventually when we rack it for its first time. This is one we did earlier. Bit of bubbling going on there. This is what we made last year. I know I shouldn't have stood it up that way. I should really sort of angle it down slightly. But yeah, that's somewhat we made 12 months ago. We're going to give this a stir in a bit. We just got to sterilise this, and then we'll leave it alone. We'll come back sometime around about the same time next week, and we'll put it into this jar. So it was just a quick update explaining what we're doing, what stage we're at the moment. So we've still got about another week to go before we do the first racking.
So there we go. As you've just seen there, the bell boy is the next stage. We're going to be racking all the wine. Racking is where you remove all the sediment and all the bits, and then you put it into the bell boy, and you leave it for about 2 months until the fermentation slows right down. We'll rack it probably another once again at the end of that, and then we'll bottle it all, and I'll show you the process of me doing that. Now you've just seen You just seen the wine what we did there last year, and I can tell you it's absolutely fantastic. I've been told by everyone who's actually had a bottle of it, say it's really good wine. So we've got 16 bottles left. You can hear all the birds singing there. It's evening chorus at the moment. It's getting darker as we speak, so I'm not going to hang about too long, but like I say, that wine what we did last year is a big success. So I thought, rather than chucking all the grapes out of the greenhouse, chucking them away, might as well make some more wine, because all it is basically 2 bags of sugar and a bit of yeast. Okay, the bellboy cost me 15 quid. I got it off a friend of a friend who's got who knows a friend who's got a shop who does all the wines and what have you, and I phoned him and he says, yeah, I said, I've got one here, but it's a 6-gallon one, brand spanking new, brand new, these things. It's not a cheap tacky thing. Sold it me for 15 quid. They're normally about 30 quid, and I believe it or not, on eBay and Amazon I've seen them going up to 100 quid. Now I think they're for the old jars, the old bottles. Obviously I can't possibly imagine a new bottle, a 5-gallon new bottle, costing that sort of price, but you don't know with some people. But that one what I've got is a 6-gallon, so there's going to be a bit of a gap, bit of space there in the top of it when we actually take all the wine, and we put the wine when we rack it into this bottle. So I'll show you that process when we get to it. We've got about 9 days before we do that, maybe a little bit longer, and I'll show you that process. So yeah, that was it. That's what we've been doing. We took a couple of collies home yesterday. These are the collies what we took home. Well, just harvested a couple of collies there for some cauliflower cheese, which we'll be having a bit later. By the way, they're F1 Igloo cauliflowers. We've got a few more left in there. We've been taking them all week. As soon as they get to any size, we take them out, because basically this is the time of the year now, they don't last 2 minutes, what with the temperatures up and down and what have you. But these ones look quite nice, and they look nice enough to eat anyhow, and that's what's going to happen. We've still got a few more left. We've been taking them. It's either you've got to take them when they're ready. If you leave it until the very last minute. If you take it, you think, go on, it's go another day, you'll lose them. They're just all blow. So you've got to pick your time when you pick them up. And yeah, we picked a couple up there, and they taste really nice, because we had them for dinner today. A friend of mine, as we was going off yesterday, Laron his name is, he said, hey Mark, he says, do you want a couple of these there? I said, oh, what are they? He said they're called pancake squashes. These are what they look like, guys. Well, we're going to be trying these later on. They're called pancake squashes. My mate Laron give me a couple, said try these, Mark. And well, they're pretty big. Well, that's a profile. So yeah, we're gonna see what they taste like, get them in the wok. Add a bit of flavour to them. Sorry about the shaky camera work here, guys. But yeah, this is what he's grown this year. He grew absolutely hundreds of them. We were just passing, coming off the allotments, and he said, hey, grab all of these, grab a couple of these. So yeah, champ, cheers bud. I'll have to cut these later on. I'll let you all know how they tasted as well. Yeah, so he gave us 2 of them. What we did, went home, and the missus, I took all the seeds out of one of them, and the missus roasted one of them, and apparently she said they was really nice. Now I don't particularly like them. I think I lost interest in them when Pauline from Potting Along, she gave me this. It's a Chinese melon. And she gave me, she said, would you want one of these, Mark? I said, oh yeah, thinking it was a melon. When I cut it open, it looked more like a squash. So I thought, I don't think so. So anyhow, the missus chopped it up, she ate it, she said it was lovely. but apparently they're a delicacy in China. When they're done proper, the way the Chinese do them, they go gelatinous. Like, just the thought of it going gelatinous makes me feel sick. But yeah, the missus, she chopped them up, roasted them, and she said they tasted quite nice. But I took a bite of it, and to me it was minging. I just stick to my cucumbers, thank you, and me red melons. They're the only two sort of things I like. But yeah, I can't thank LeRon and Pauline enough for them. Absolutely fantastic little gifts. I want to leave on one, give a shout out to Terry King. Now Terry, he's probably reached his 1,000th subscriber now, but last week he was about 40 away from his 1,000th subscriber. So I thought we'll give him a shout, because he's a really nice lad, and you can learn quite a lot from Terry. Apparently he's had a bit of problems with the leak miner. I think everybody has. Muddy Boots, Nigel, he's had the problems. All along my back of my allotments, every one of us have been wiped out. And like Nigel was saying there, within 2-3 days, every one of them completely gone. Well, that was like mine. They were okay one day, the next day they were all a bit like Nigel's. And yeah, they were terrible. But yeah, go and check it. Go and check Terry King. Go and check his channel out, guys. Why not subscribe? Give him, get him over that 1,000 mark. He's probably there now, but he's a nice lad, and I thought he's worthy of giving a shout out. And we've not been doing too many of them just of late. But yeah, he's one to go and watch. So that's it really for this one. I hope you enjoyed the videos that I put together. It's starting to get dark now, so I'm not hanging about. I've been watching my girls here. While I've been talking to you, I'm watching the girls running around the pen. I'm not going to spin the camera around, but in fact what we'll do, we're going to spin the camera around for a couple of seconds, and we're going to sign out with a look at the chickens. So here we go. Let's spin the camera around. There's the control. There we go. So that's what I'm looking at. Now I can see him clearly. Obviously the camera's a bit too far away, but the chickens are moving around there. So there's a couple of them. Obviously the bloody canes are in the way, so you can't really see them very much. What's happening? Probably the camera's focusing on the canes rather than focusing on the chickens. But yeah, we're going to leave you with that picture. So thanks for watching, subscribing, leaving all your comments, and hitting the old like button. So bye for now.